against the Central Michigan Chippewas and the Miami Hurricanes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chippewas offense to go on the attack first. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
And if we're just being honest, this is every offensive coordinator and quarterback's worst nightmare. When you've got an offensive line with a lot of inexperienced young players, freshmen, going up against the D-line, David, with this type of talent, with this type of experience and explosiveness, they chew up O-lines and spit them out daily, and you know they're licking their chops.
Bro, it's funny how you look at it from the offensive perspective, and immediately defensively, I'm like, it's hunting season. Like, we're going hunting, and here's the thing, we're going to find those freshmen up front. Like, that's the matchups that we got to make sure we dominate. So a great defensive line against some tough matchups on this offensive side.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Back to pass. It's Flores. It's complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Chippewas will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Miami's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. Bunch formation for these receivers. Might be calling a hot route. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down, 10 yards to go. Here's Ncaa to throw. Under fire. And they got it.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They want to throw it. Here's the pressure. It's the slide, got the first down with his feet.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Ncaa from the gun on third down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Got a little grass. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Hurricanes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Brown. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Miami!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Chippewas offense makes its way out to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a crease, it's Townsend. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still in identity mode.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Peters. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Chippewas will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now first down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Flores. Flips it out to the back. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. And the Chippewas can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Goes to the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Quick release by the QB. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Chippewas come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unleashes it on the run. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Run in the red zone, it's Blue. Spins away. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Touchdown, Chippewas! Great job by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at...
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Well, when we talk Miami and their ability to throw it all starts and ends with Malachi Tony and what he did on some of the biggest stages a year ago as a true freshman, right? He just had that game-breaking speed. You just want to find ways to get this young player the football because he's a home run waiting to happen. They've got a lot of other talent surrounding him, but he is the focal point of their ability throwing the rock.
And I can't tell you how impressed I was with him. And not just catching the football, not the short stuff, the long stuff, the blocking, like the consummate pro. That kid came in as a freshman and looked like he was a 21-year-old veteran. Like, I can't wait to watch his steps to see if he continues to grow and get better. Because the start was at a high level, as in one of the best in all of college football.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
A strike downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. The run inside. It's Blue. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Looking for space. It's Townsend. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the...
Could be an alley. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a 1st down.
And the Chippewas will line it up on 1st and 10. Bring in the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Ncaa. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Making side adjustments here. Ncaa from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Ncaa. That's reeled in. It's Lofton.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Nice job there by the running back, working the middle of the field in the passing game. I think oftentimes when defenders see these running backs coming out of the backfield, they're just anticipating a swing route or a flat route, something to the perimeter. That time, he put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face and found himself in the middle of the field.
Fires left with the catch. It's Vaughn. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He might want another play. Here's Ncaa to throw. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Ncaa from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. surge to head for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Flores. The short hands, it's Townsend. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Scrambling away. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
To the air on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. Timeout taken by the offense as their 2nd. They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
People are going to watch the end of that clip and go, man, that QB got hit hard. That is not on the offensive line. Nice protection. He has all day to sit back there, make a decision, bake a pie, eat the pie. Goodness gracious, a ton of time. Got to pull that trigger faster.
This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Chippewas will send out the punt unit. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the 1st down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Chippewas will boot it away to start the 2nd half. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. We check in with Holly Rowe.
The Hurricanes head coach told me at the half they are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific 1st half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the 1st half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out. Let's pound the rock.
Finding some room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just...
There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, get down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fletcher. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Central Michigan offense takes the field to go to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Swings it out to his running back. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. That's caught. It's Townsend. Oh, he got loose. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Flores. Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback up.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The Chippewas will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see what he can do with it. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Throwing, Ncaa. Here comes the heat. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Canes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Ncaa rushes on him. A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Here's a heat. This one's complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to keep it in the air. Looking for the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Miami. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB is looking for.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Chippewas decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Here's the return. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Got a little space inside the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chippewas offense makes its way out to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Tight end now in motion. They're going to test the right side with this one. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Hard running there. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Chippewas send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it down the left. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Bingo, bingo.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's 1st down. Now the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. Looking for his man in the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. On the run, it's Pringle. Makes it past the marker. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone of the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Central Michigan offense takes the field to go to work. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers.
Maybe a crease. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Swanson. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Man, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Sends it back in motion. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Swings it out to the flat. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. And the Chippewas are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Townsend.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running inside, it's Townsend. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Chippewas pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
White 53, white 53.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this